Hey everyone, it's Supra, and this is my first coupled weapon review consisting of the UMP-45 and the UMP-9 PDWs. These PDWs I feel are your most stable options within Engineer. To get the basic stuff out first, the UMP-45 is unlocked simply through progressing the PDWs, and it's your third unlock. The UMP-9 is rewarded through achieving the Engineer Expert Gold assignment, in which you have to obtain 10 carbine ribbons, get 200 kills with any carbine, and obtain 50 repair tool ribbons. The first two aren't that much of a problem. Getting 50 repair tool ribbons can be pretty frustrating if you're not someone who frequently plays Conquest or doesn't play with people who frequently want to use vehicles. A single repair tool ribbon requires 60 repair tool points. So if you're a smarty pants and you know math, you require 3,000 points worth of repairing vehicles, which, like I said, can take quite a while. In my opinion, this is far harder than any other assignment. I've been using both of these weapons mostly with a RDS, heavy barrel, and stubby or potato grip. So let's bring up the stats for that. 45 ACP does 34 max damage and 15.4 minimum damage, while the 9mm does 25 max damage and 12.1 minimum damage. So the UMP-45 will always deal higher damage. The UMP-9 damage drop-off ends 15 meters after the UMP-45, which, 15 meters in Battlefield isn't that much. It fires 100 rounds quicker than the UMP-45, has 5 more rounds in the magazine, flies 15 meters per second faster than the UMP-45, and has a little bit less vertical recoil at 0.39 compared to 0.6. So on paper, the UMP-9 is more accurate and more stable compared to the UMP-45. The thing that surprised me is that the damage drop-off doesn't end that much further. In real life, the 45 ACP is subsonic but heavy, while the 9mm is supersonic but light. And I know that that's related to muzzle velocity rather than range, but the farther away the target is, the slower the bullet will get. I've put an unhealthy amount of time in trying to have fun with the UMP-9. With the same attachments as the UMP-45, it simply doesn't kill people quicker than the UMP-45. It might fire faster and be more stable, but at times I've stood stationary firing at a stationary target and I've had to throw about half a mag into them until they drop. A lot of the time I feel like it'd be much more effective if I just emptied the bullets out of the mag into my hand and just threw them at the enemy. Charlie Sheen did that in Hot Shots and he got a triple kill. In this game, you throw half a mag into someone until they drop, and this is at about 100 meter distance. With the UMP-45 and the UMP-9, I have tried the suppressors on both of them, but I just feel like the damage is so low that there's no point. I know the UMP-45 is really good for having a suppressor, but I feel like I have to empty twice as much bullets. That's why I've steered clear of the suppressors for both of these weapons. With these weapons, I just tried to get the most range and accuracy out of them as possible, because they're PDWs and they're only really supposed to be used within a bracket of between where the shotgun sits and where the carbines sit. And that range isn't actually that far, and I understand a lot of people would rather stay with the contrast of, if it's close range, a shotgun; if it's medium range, a carbine. And both of them have pretty manageable recoil. With the UMP-9, I think that the heavy barrel is a must. Even with the heavy barrel, the recoil is almost nil. And the stubby or potato grip is good for maintaining accuracy while you empty half of your mag to drop someone. Nonetheless, I will probably persist to use the UMP-9 within the PDWs. I'm saying that because I kind of just feel robbed of my time that I've spent 3,000 points on trying to unlock this gun, and it's not that impressive. Moving on to the UMP-45. It doesn't fail to offer people on the other side of the barrel a seat. My opponents just seem to recognise which gun they're being hit by and just take their hands off their peripherals and accept fate. I never seem to fail to get a pretty good KD with the UMP-45. With the heavy barrel and the stubby grip, it has a lot more recoil than the UMP-9, but nothing that isn't manageable. If you don't like a challenge, I'd say stick the angled grip on there, or if you don't feel that the heavy barrel is that much better, maybe you can persist and just stick with a flash hider or maybe none. That's the new thing that I've noticed with this game, is that some guns are just much more stable with mostly a standard barrel. Like I said though, they're PDWs, so they're only supposed to be used within a certain range, in which I don't think the extra recoil that the heavy barrel gives to the UMP-45 doesn't compromise the effectiveness of it. So to come to a conclusion, if you want a gun that's stable with a heavy barrel and a stubby or potato grip, then the UMP-9's for you. Or if you want to be a manly man, you get the 45 ACP and you drop people faster almost every time. So I hope you enjoyed my first weapon review on Battlefield 4. I'm going to try and do these in couples, and I don't really plan to do them that frequently. But again, I hope you enjoyed. That's all I have to say. Thanks for watching, and I'll talk to you later.